We are ready to help, mediate and play any role that, from Iran's point of view, will be useful and that will be acceptable to the United States. We proceed from the fact that the only option for an agreement, as the minister just said, is an agreement exclusively on nuclear issues.
In response to Iran's request for support in striking a nuclear deal with the United States, Russia has agreed to play a role in facilitating the US-Iran nuclear agreement.
Yesterday, a long and rich conversation took place with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He was very pleased with this conversation.
The understanding came during the second roundtable discussion on the topic. The first round of talks took place last week in Oman, where the Iranian foreign minister briefed Russian foreign minister Sergei Lavrov on Iran's interest in reaching a deal with the US. On April 17th, when Iran's foreign minister arrived in Russia to seek help regarding the nuclear deal, President Vladimir Putin was seen welcoming him warmly. After the meet, Russia and Iran officially signed a 20-year strategic partnership agreement that guarantees the security of the two countries. Previously, Russia had also assisted Iran in the 2015 nuclear deal with the world powers. That relief had provided Iran with relief from international sanctions in exchange for limiting its nuclear activities. However, the deal collapsed on May 8, 2018, when then US President Donald Trump unilaterally withdrew from it.
We have also consulted with our friends from across the Middle East. We are unified in our understanding of the threat and in our conviction that Iran must never acquire a nuclear weapon. After these consultations, it is clear to me that we cannot prevent an Iranian nuclear bomb under the decaying and rotten structure of the current agreement. The Iran deal is defective at its core. If we do nothing, we know exactly what will happen. In just a short period of time, the world's leading state sponsor of terror will be on the cusp of acquiring the world's most dangerous weapons. Therefore, I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
Now, once again, Russia has decided to support Iran in its renewed efforts to reach a nuclear agreement.
The agreement between Russia and Iran lays a solid foundation for further qualitative expansion of our interaction in bilateral affairs and, of course, for coordination in the international arena.
This message, from Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei to Russian President Vladimir Putin, is actually not only addressed to the Russian leader Mr. Putin, but also a message to the whole world that Iran considers Russia its main and strategic partner and consults it in important matters.
However, Iran stated that an agreement with the US is only possible if Washington adopts a realistic approach.
ما اخیراً یک معاهده جامع راهبردی امضا کردیم در مسکو که ابعاد روابط ما رو به سطوح بسیار بالا.
Meanwhile, on the other side in Paris, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has expressed hopefulness on striking a deal with Iran.
For the Europeans, they have an important decision to make very soon on the snapback of sanctions, because Iran is clearly out of compliance with the current deal. As you saw, the IAEA was in Tehran yesterday, issued public statements saying Iran is as close as it's ever been to nuclear weapons. The president's made clear Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. That is not going to happen. We're hoping that talks continue and that they're fruitful and that they can lead to something. We would all prefer a peaceful resolution and a lasting one. It has to be something that actually not just prevents Iran from having a nuclear weapon now, but in the future as well.